All right, take two, day two, quote two, out of breath, 35 years old. All right, just kidding y'all, but seriously. He asked about one quote. He asked how much. I told him where you located. He said he was located in Sebastian's. I said, I can come by and give you personal quote today, right now, whenever you're available. He said, no, thank you, just an idea. I then went in and told him I'm new to the area. I'm creating content for my channels, and I would give him an incredible deal. He said, I have 3 cars that I want to get done. Started with 1, turned into 3. When can you come was the next question. I said, when are you available? He said, you said today. And I said, I am, right now. Leaving the house in 10 minutes. Y'all are gonna come along for the ride today. Let you know when we get there.
I'm Jill, this is my husband Marcel.
Hi Jill, I'm Marcel. I'm Chris, nice to meet you.
These are the 3 cars. This is the main one because this one's out in the sun 24/7.
Okay. Like I said, you know, I'm new to the area. I just moved here about a week ago.
Oh, okay.
And have you seen my ads? Is that how you saw me?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically this is what I'm doing. I built a business for 18 years over in Destin, Florida. Hey, how you doing, Pop? That's okay. I love dogs. I got 2 crazies myself.
This is a potato.
Hey, how you doing? That's a cutie. But yeah, so
So you had a business over in Destin?
I had a very successful business. I moved here for my daughter's health.
Oh, okay.
And she's
Destin, you said?
Destin, you know where that is? The Panhandle over near Panama City
Right.
Beach. Yeah, so we moved here for her health. She's fully disabled, and she's got a lot going on, and we needed much more attention. The infrastructure there's failing,
Right.
and they're just building, and you're sitting in a waiting room in a hospital in lounge chairs lined up, and you can't even get a room. So we had to get out of there, and this is beautiful here. I love it. I like to surf, so it was a win-win for me.
Pompeii is building up really, really.
I love it there. Everything's within 5 minutes of me.
Yes, but that's what's good is the medical
And I don't
is
have
very.
That too, and I don't have to get in traffic. I don't have to get on the interstate. You can find anything.
Right.
And my son loves it.
I get you.
How you doing? What's your name?
Lulu.
That's
Lulu. My goodness.
But yes, I got you. I think on Facebook and
Yeah,
somewhere in there.
Awesome.
But yeah, he went through a whole bunch of the goats. I was answering everybody.
Okay.
This is the main one. This is the 2019.
Okay.
This is all fingernails.
Okay.
You can open it up, check it all out. It's fine.
Well, no matter what the inside looks like, so I'm going to take care of that for you. Yeah. My main concern is your black paint, your scratches, and then, so with, you take it to car washers, it looks like, probably? Yeah. So with the condition of the paint, what I would suggest is not focus on every single scratch because you're looking at a lot of money there. And what I can do is use my techniques that I've learned over the years.
This is just
Yeah,
paint.
yeah. That'll come out.
Come right out.
And then you got a little bit of
Fingernails.
that.
Yeah, that's all fingernails.
Yes, ma'am.
My nails.
Yes, ma'am.
Doesn't real. This is just like rubber. I went to like.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah,
just
that's
rubber.
tar. That'll come off.
You know,
And I'll do your headlights too for you.
Okay.
So I'll go above and beyond. That's what I'm trying to do here. Is I'm trying to get
Okay.
some success stories for my
Okay.
business. And
well, I got 3 cars. So this, what now with your coating?
Yes, ma'am.
Ceramic coating. I hear there's different prices for different years.
no, so that's the thing. If you hear that, run. Okay, because let me tell you, it's 95% labor. The last 5 to 10% is just applying the coating. So if, for a business to do the same amount of work but charge less for years, does that make sense? Why would you use an inferior product and charge less when you're doing the same amount of work? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
No,
what they
because
do.
I saw on Amazon, you could buy it and do it.
Yeah, no, they do make different year protections. I'm saying as a business standpoint.
Right.
Why would I say it's $500 for 3 years, $700 for 5 years, and $1,000 or $1,500, $2,000 for 10 years? when I'm doing the exact same amount of work. Would I charge 500 or 2,000 for the same amount of work? I wouldn't do that. So what they're doing there is they're basically not doing the prep work correctly.
Okay.
So they're gonna just skim the work, do it really quick, throw an inferior product on, and then charge you a little bit less and say, hey, come back in 3 years. What I'm gonna do is get it down as far as possible. What I'll do is I'll take my paint gauge and check everything to see how deep I can go. But I'm gonna get this as close to as mirror finish as possible, because that's what's gonna take the longevity of the product, okay? So if you put even the smallest swirl under a microscope, it's like a trench. So all those jagged edges, that's where the coating starts to break down first. Anything, any type of sealant, any wax or any polymer sealant, that's where the coating breaks down first. So the point of the prep work is take the clear coat down, and I'm talking a minimal amount.
Right.
It's not hurting your coat, it's actually helping it, because this is dead skin almost.
Right.
And it just gets worse and worse, basically. So what I would do is I get it down to as close to a mirror finish as possible, coat it. When I use the best top tier product, it's an Onyx pure graphene ceramic coating. And the stuff is so insane, it blows my mind still. I mean, I had a client who knocked the house down next to him, rebuilt and everything. They didn't tell him when they were painting, and they covered their vehicle in paint. And I pulled up and I was livid, because I know I got to break the news to my client about this, and they just spent, $2,500 on this big truck. I was like, well, let me just get to work on it and see. It came off with a wash mitt and elbow grease. That would take me 2 days of clay barring, buffing, compounding, and recoating, and just if it was like a wax or anything like that. Nothing would have stood up to this, I promise you, except, no, PPF wouldn't even stand up to that, because you would just ruin the film. So the ceramic coating, I promise, is really one of the best protections out there besides PPF films.
Okay.
And I do use the best products, and I do believe I'm one of the best in the business. So.
Okay. Like I said, this one's out 24/7.
Okay.
Usually his car's in there, but
okay.
We have the camper we're trying to sell, and all the crap's in there, so
okay.
I have to have a garage sale to get rid of that to get
It's no problem to sit out in the elements at all. Your main issue is your car washing. Do y'all have a touchless around here?
Yeah.
If you take any of these that you get coated to a touchless once a week, it'll look brand new. The hydrophobic properties, I'll send you some of my portfolio. The water just falls right off of it. So okay. dirt and grime and stuff, even the soap don't stick. Nothing sticks to this stuff. It's insane. So what I'm looking at right here in this one, normally be about $2,500 to $300 to $3,000. What I'm gonna do for you is $1,200. You're paying $200 for the bottle. The compounds are $80.
And that's included with
everything's included. You're gonna get a new car basically.
Depends on the other two.
Well, that's probably what I would do for all of them.
$1,200 each.
Yes, ma'am. This isn't some wash and go ceramic, or it's not a dealership, and the dealerships actually charge you $1,700 a piece, and they put on a spray ceramic. I'm putting on something that will, if you sniff it, it'll probably knock you out.
Yeah, that's too high for 3 cars.
I understand.
I've been looking at 800 actually.
I understand. You're not going to get the protection. I get there's a price difference. Would you want to meet me in the middle?
How much?
1,000.
For each car?
I got to take a look at them, but
Go ahead. They're right here.
Okay.
They're all open, whatever.
So this one's almost the same condition, basically.
This is a 2017.
Okay. What's the time frame I'm working with to get these done? And can it be on my own?
Your own.
Okay.
No rush.
Okay.
I started looking talking about a week ago, just getting prices and everything now.
So I can guarantee you one thing. If you're gonna pay $800, they're not even gonna come close to doing what I would do. Basically, I'm gonna agree to the $3,000 for all 3 vehicles.
I think the BMW is worth doing $1,000. That's
Okay.
2006.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
Okay.
And it's a small car.
Yeah, I understand, ma'am.
Garage,
You know what?
like
What would you be comfortable with? Let me ask you that.
600-700. It's a small car.
No, ma'am, I know. I want you to know what.
I would do 1,000 for each one of them, and maybe 700 for this.
Okay. Can I think on it?
Sure.
On this one and definitely the
Sure.
other two?
Sure,
Let me see
you
where
can.
I'm at with materials and product and stuff,
Sure.
because I want to do the best I can for you.
Yeah. No.
And I want to do business with you for
'cause
sure.
Like I said, this is a 2006.
Yes, ma'am.
It's always been growing.
So you know what I could maybe do? I can maybe swing that if I could do both of those at the same time. This one and that one. So if you'll have
I don't care when you do
because
it.
you know what I could do? I have them next to each other. I could clay bar them next to each other. If you have a hose, I could do one panel at a time. I could have them buffed together, and that would save me from coming back from 2 days. If I can work them on both at the same time, I can maybe swing that. So let me go home, run some numbers. Or what I'll do, how about this? This will make it a lot easier. I'll work on them both at the same time on a Sunday. I'll have one of them completely 100% finished. Then you'll have the car for the week.
Whichever.
So that'll
Whatever's
work.
good for you.
But I'll just still work on them both, but I'll have one completed.
Well, if you say that it's his time frame, then we cannot bank
No.
all the times that you go with the girls.
No.
So when he can.
But he just knows it's got to be on a weekend because...
Well, I can come next Sunday to do these two if you want. Is next Sunday good for these two? And I'll do this one Tuesday. Tomorrow's my son's first day in school. I'm going to go check it out and stick around for a little bit. So Tuesday morning, I can be here whatever time is good for you.
We're up early.
I am too. So I'll be here at 8 a.m.
We're here.
All right, awesome. I don't want to start earlier than that because I don't want to have upset the neighbor or anything.
There's nobody here, and they're up early, so it doesn't matter. If you
Okay,
want to go earlier,
I think 8
don't
o'clock's
care.
good. I need some sunlight, the dew to fall off to the roads and stuff.
So 1,000 and 1,700. Is that what we're agreeing on?
1,000, and then 700. Yes.
That's
So
what I said.
2,700. Yes.
All right, and we'll give you cash.
Deal.
Deal?
Yes, ma'am.
Deal? Sound good to you?
Deal.
I know I do all the dealing. He just
Hey, you got a great deal. Let me tell you what. Bye, Lulu. Come here.
Move all that.
All right, Lulu. You don't have to do all that. This is plenty of room for me to work. This is more room than I usually get in people's vehicles.
Well, we're going to sell this.
Really appreciate it.
All right,
And thank you for allowing me to record too. So I'll set up recording when I'm doing it, do a few time lapses. My glasses record, so if you don't mind, then that's awesome. This is perfect for my content. Maybe you could check my YouTube channel out.
Okay.
I'll send it to you later, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right. Bye, Lulu. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, come say goodbye. My Marlin's going to be so upset at me. She's going to be so upset she could say, is that a female on you? Is that a female? Oh, my goodness. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love the puppies.
Come on, potato.
I love that.
Come on, potato. This is my potato.
Uh-huh. So my wife was the Pomsky, and she ended up being my dog. It's funny. She's got such an attitude. My wife's like, come here. And every time she calls her, she hops on my chair. So it's like, it's just the funniest thing.
Well, we have two. We have this, and then we got a teddy bear, which is a Bichon Shih Tzu mix.
Oh,
She's like
my God.
9 pounds. That's Kiss, and she's mine.
Oh, I love
I
it.
got her. She was like
Yes.
this.
Oh, I know.
She's
I've
a
seen
tiny
them.
little thing.
That's a daddy's girl.
She loves daddy.
That's a daddy's
she
girl,
loves
yeah.
both of us, but she's a definitely daddy's girl.
Yes, I am. All right, guys. It was a pleasure. I'll see you
so much,
Tuesday
Chris.
morning at 8 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys. There it is. And there it is. A little piece of hair on me. All right, guys. There it is. Took you long for the process this time. I'm pretty happy with this week. Okay, I got 4 ceramics. Definitely 1 wax. Possibly 2. And definitely 2 wave runners. Okay, guys, that's a very full week for one person. All right, and this is my first week officially after my ad placement. I'd say that's a pretty solid week, y'all. If I can continue this, I'll have a shop soon. And this is kind of how I envision this going. That's why I've been spending so much time doing this stuff, guys. That's why I've been so much time on my flyers, on my ad work, on my rebranding. You know, I've got a new webpage designer who I want to give a quick shout out to, Nick and Sean at www.scalesculpt.org. Man has gone above and beyond what his requirements and obligations are. Okay, because he saw my drive and he saw how much hours I've been spending on this, and he said I would never reach out, you know, this many times had I not noticed, you know, their drive and their work ethic, because see what you're trying to do with what you're trying to build. And I'm glad he kept reaching out, because he's very good at what he does, and they are, him and Sean. And me and him have been working closely, spitballing ideas, and, you know, I just kept the faith. And I know what my worth is, guys. I've been in this game a long time, okay? I've met people at gas stations, and they've had detailers, and if I can just talk to somebody for a few minutes and spread my knowledge, I can pull them in and reel them in and get business. So, you know, regardless of what prices were flown out this past week, it's not going to be like that for long, guys. Okay, I'm doing that to get my word of mouth spread. Unfortunately, if you're not getting in early, you're not getting these prices. So if you're watching this and you're thinking it's going to be the same prices soon, it's not, unfortunately. I hope you still come and do business with me, because I'm exclusive. And but I'm very happy with this week. I hope y'all are enjoying the content. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Again, this is a channel to show you growth from business from day one, startup, new area, new life, new branding, everything. Everything's brand new. Rip me out the plastic, okay? Everything's brand new, and my goal is to show you guys some tips, techniques, some trade secrets even. You know, you saw that where I cut that out of this video. You're not going to get everything in one video, okay? You didn't say the magic word. All right? I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do in every video, but I will do some Q&As. I will give you some secrets though, okay? But I'm not going to give you everything. I'm not going to record every single detail of every single job. But stick around, guys. It's going to be fun. It's already blasting off. I'm excited. I'm super excited. I got a full work week, guys, and I'm going to take you along for that too. Enjoy.